As you can see here, I've changed up the music a bit because you don't hear Edge of Adversity very often in World of Light, and I was kind of sick of hearing Lifelight over and over again. So anyway, welcome back to the Fire Emblem Character Classic modes. We completed Lucina's last time, and at least we got 9. Now it's time for Robin's route, through the thunder and flames, apparently. So for Robin, I'll be using the alternate costume based on Mark, the default tactician from Blazing Sword. Well, I mean, the tactician from Blazing Sword, because you can't change their appearance. So, let's do this. I'm going to be a bit more sparing with the classic tickets this time, because I'm kind of running out of them. Let's go. I have no idea what to expect from this classic mode, but I'm guessing we'll see a lot of, yep, non-Fire Emblem characters. Ready? Go! But I suppose Robin being a tactician kind of makes sense, with, you know, Pokemon. Pokemon trainers are kind of a bit like Fire Emblem tacticians. Actually, Pokemon doesn't really have much in terms of an equivalent to wind magic, so... Well, I mean, there is flying, but yeah. So I guess that would have been neutral on Charizard. Yeah, Robin is really different to the other Fire Emblem characters that I've been playing as, so I'm going to need to change things up a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not doing too well here. And I'm used to my up Bs, you know, being like a direct jump attack. Well, at least my dash attack got Charizard there. Okay, my L-Wind's almost out. Also, this is a pretty cool remix. But it kind of sounds like the Warrior... I mean, I'm sure... I don't even know if Warriors remixed this song, but I'm pretty sure it would have. I was still hoping for more representation in Fire Emblem Warriors. That's part of why I haven't bought that game yet. I've heard it's a good Warriors game, it's just that I also don't like how a large amount of the roster are clones. Oh, okay, so we've got one electricity user and one fire user per, I was about to say map. I guess you could call these maps. Get over here. Let me walk off ledges, you. Well, I got one of you at least. You were definitely out of range of that. They really like this song, but there are like only 2 Fire Emblem 6 songs in this soundtrack, I think. That and Beyond Distant Skies. Okay, not doing that well from the outset. Yeah, we've got one Thunder and one Fire user in each one. That's kind of a cool gimmick. Yeah, this remix is not exactly what you'd expect from a remix of this particular Awakening song, but I like it personally. Oh, you use Revenge. And you're... Okay, my attack just happened to connect just when Incineroar cross-chop suicided. And cross-chop isn't even a recoil move. Does have pretty bad accuracy, though. Rob and Ken. Okay. Not exactly sure, like, how high the weight factor on Ken is in this game. Because Ryu and Ken both seem to be fairly heavy, but... And you were using a focus attack there. Yes, let's add even more heat to this stage. Okay, who just... Well, Rob just went down. That's a terrible waste of, my Levin sword. Well, Arcfire doesn't have perfect accuracy in Fire Emblem. And right with the tip of the sword. Robin, or should I say Mark, is doing his best Marth imitation. Well, I guess Dr. Mario has a few electricity attacks. Oh, this is an awkward stage. Because you can walk off ledges, people, but the area to do so is very small, and they can very easily turn the tables and walk off ledges you. Is this Judy? Sometimes I forget the names of the Awakening songs. Bad, bad, bad position to be in. Oh. Robin activates Time Magic! Wow, that looked cool. I do like the way Robin's amiibo recreates the Levin sword. It looked pretty cool on his amiibo. Aha! Now Robin must face... No, I'm not saying all female Robins are Mary Sue. Mary Sue just happened to impersonate one. Wait, what the heck are you... Okay. I don't know what you were trying to do there, but apparently you didn't die from it. Also, I have not taken any damage. I was about to say, can I get my first on-camera perfect? I might have actually gotten on-camera perfect before, but, yeah. At the moment that I said that... Okay, time magic has once again been activated on me, it seems. Ow. Okay, good, I'm out of time magic. Don't think the stopwatch is from any particular series, though now you can probably say it's from Castlevania. Good thing that platform doesn't crush you for instant KO, that'd be annoying. Please give me good. And got you. This will be a stylish finish. I'll have the score just constantly increasing. I still think they should have changed Robin's Final Smash now that Chrome's actually playable, though. Especially since Pit got his Final Smash changed for no reason at all. I mean, Robin had an actual reason to get their Final Smash changed, and they didn't for some reason. So I still personally, I know this would have been a spoiler, but then again, Smash loves spoilers. I would have actually preferred in this game to have Robin's Final Smash be turning into Grima. Especially given Fire Emblem Heroes and Fallen Robin's popularity in Heroes. I just think that would have been really cool. I mean, it might have looked too similar to Bayonetta's Final Smash, but I still think having Chrom when Chrom's a playable fighter doesn't make sense. And again, they changed Pit's for no reason, so they might as well change Robin's. I really don't know why they changed. Uh-oh. Yeah, Robin, I think, is actually the... Is he/she still the slowest character? Robin's running speed looks a little faster than it was before. Yeah, I'm very out of practice with Robin. Robin used to be one of my mains, not so much anymore. Doesn't help that they changed this particular color scheme for Robin to no longer have green hair, so I don't have anything that resembles my original Awakening avatar anymore. I probably already said this, but I know I say that a lot. I need to stop saying that, but back, like, before Robin got confirmed for Smash, I was pretty much, like, I knew they'd be a shoo-in for Smash, because of how popular Awakening was, and Smash, at that time, focusing on 3DS games, and Awakening being the latest installment in the series on 3DS. Wow, I've taken a lot of damage. Well, that didn't last long. I suppose I could continue with Classic Ticket. Yikes, I didn't do a lot of damage at all. But yeah, so what I was actually hoping is I was hoping that in the 3DS version, they'd implement some kind of way for you to actually transfer your avatar's appearance from Awakening into Smash. But obviously that would have been too hard to do. Yeah, I see why they didn't do that, but that's kind of what my prediction was before Robin actually did get announced. Okay, Bro Fist. Oh, one of you walked into that at least. I was thinking that I whiffed that entirely. Oh, drill. At least it just buries you. Not really sure what Crazy's doing right now. Oh, no. Get off the ground. Good. Now I know how to avoid that. Oh, no, no, not the spikes. The spikes are definitely an annoying attack. I wonder if the key to this is using... Well, I can't actually damage Master Hand at this point, so... Oh, no. Oh, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Well, at least those spikes disappeared. Okay, this attack. Okay, Master is down. I was saying, like, I wonder if you should, like, use this opportunity to get damage on the other hand. But, you know, killing off one of them is probably more effective in the long run. Because now you only have to deal with one set of attacks. Eruindo! Mostly know that from watching Shadow of Chaos' Smash videos where he main Robin and, like, using the Japanese voice. Which I think you can only do via mods. It's really hard to... Well, probably not that hard to get my projectiles in on you if I really... I don't think I've used Nosferatu at all. Probably should have been mashing the C stick. Oh, no, not that. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not like the... Oh, I thought that'd kill me. Well, there goes another ticket. I really want to stay above 9. So I've had a streak of above 9s. If I somehow lose here, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Well, now's a prime opportunity to get some Hellfire on you. Which... Yeah, I always used to think back in FE7 that Hellfire was an obvious clumsy censorship of Hellfire, but that's not true. Fire Emblem's naming convention just calls the higher tier magics of each element L. But in my defense, Hellfire was the only L tome in the GBA games. And in Tearing Saga, there actually is a spell called Hellfire.
Prepare yourself. You're
Oh,
not...
didn't get Tip the Scales in. So, that was not great. I'm not amazing with Robin, but... Yeah, I don't think it's possible to get 9.9 if you continue, so... Yeah. Yep, they gave you Id Purpose, so why didn't they give Lucina a different song? Unless you use the non-remixed version of Id Purpose and you're using the remixed version, which is probably true. But anyway, yeah, I used to be pretty good with Robin. Robin has a vastly different playstyle to the other Fire Emblem characters in Smash, and that's why I like them. I wish there were more, again, because Fire Emblem, there's much more to Fire Emblem than just swords. I think back in Brawl, I was kind of low-key hoping for Micaiah to get in, just so we have a magic user. I was also really, really hoping for Tower of Guidance as a stage. That would have been really cool. Because only Arena Ferox out of the Fire Emblem stages is actually based off of a location from the series. Even though there are hints of an Arcania stage in the data of Melee. Because apparently in Melee, Fire Emblem is the only franchise that doesn't have a stage to represent it, so it's really weird that we didn't get that Arcania stage. I wonder what it would have looked like. Of course, that would have led to a lot of people going, where's Arcania? Fun bit of trivia that I'm not really sure if I've said this before, but according to Sakurai, they were considering a Fire Emblem representative in Smash ever since Smash 64. And at the time, I think the most recent Fire Emblem game would have been Thrakia 776. They obviously couldn't have gone with Roy then, because Roy's game wasn't even because, you know, it wasn't out even at the time Melee was in development. So, could we have got Leaf in Smash if that had happened, and then Westerners would have got attached to Leaf, not Roy? Maybe somewhere out there, there's an alternate universe where Leaf is the reason that sparked Western interest in Fire Emblem rather than Roy, and people were clamoring for Thrakia 776 to finally get localized. It's interesting to think about that. Leaf was a lord who I never really liked originally, but I liked him a lot more now, looking back. Their character's actually better than I gave them credit for originally, and one of these days I might play Thrakia 776. I'm kind of thinking that if I redo Fire Emblem 4, I might actually do what I originally planned to do with Persona Q and Persona 3, and actually play Thrakia in chronological order, like have it take place halfway between Generations 1 and 2. The problem with that, though, is that Thrakia actually overlaps with FE4 at a few points. It directly adapts the first half of Chapter 7 of FE4 and the end of Chapter 6, so I'm not really sure how I'd handle that. Like, basically all that stuff in... that's a pretty boring credits picture. Basically all that stuff that happens, like, in Chapter 6 with Leaf, Finn, and... I have to beat it with... Well, hey, Leo's blonde-haired, uses magic, kind of looks similar to Robin. That kind of fits. Curem's a sort of seen-to-be evil dragon as well, so I guess getting Curem fits as well. But that means I do have to finish this with female Robin to get the female Robin fighter spirit. I think I would actually have to finish Ike's classic mode with Big Ike, as my mother would call him, in order to get the Radiant Dawn Ike spirit. So, yeah, I was saying about Thrakia. Oh, yeah, so the whole time where, like, Leaf, Finn, and Nana are all just standing there, down there in Leonster Castle, down in the bottom part of that map, just fighting a few enemies while the rest of the army does stuff in the desert. So that's all a defend chapter in Thracia, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, that's done. So next up on my list of Fire Emblem characters would be Corrin. And then Chrom. We're getting close to the end of the Fire Emblem Classic modes. So I will see you next time for epic face-touching action.